Is around the northwest, and our text number for your messages is 086 60 25 000. Now, Irish National Opera continues its award-winning exploration of Vivaldi's operas with the work that started the 20th century revival of his works for the stage, which is L'Olympiade, and it is on in Green Theatre. Very shortly, in fact, Tuesday, the 30th of this month. Tickets are now available, and I'm delighted that I'm joined on the line and by Zoom with Sarah Richmond, who is a mezzo-soprano, has sung at the Royal Opera House, the English National Opera, and at Wexford Festival Opera, amongst many other groups and places. And so, Sarah, delighted that you could join me for a few words about this hard-to-pronounce opera.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, L'Olympiade. It's Italian.
Okay, yeah. L'Olympiade. So tell us a little bit. For someone who's not au fait with opera, tell us about it.
Okay, this particular opera is written in a time called the Baroque period, but we joke that it's Baroque and roll, rock and roll, because there's quite a lot of dance rhythms in it.
Right.
And it's being played by the Irish Baroque Orchestra, conducted by Peter Whelan, and they're known for really precise rhythms, and they really bring out the dance elements to the music. So essentially, it's a group of 7 singers telling a story. With music written by Vivaldi and an orchestra. So we're telling a story. It's called The Olympian, but there's not that much Olympics in it, actually. It's more about the story of a king who's very old school, set in his ways, and it's about his transition to becoming open-minded. And it's more about finding your happy ending. Yeah.
Like most stage productions, it's about the characters, and you get invested with the characters. Okay, in a different way with opera, but it's all about I suppose believing in the characters and having empathy for what they're going through and understanding what's at play. Understanding can be tricky in opera for some.
That's very true. Very true. There's always going to be subtitles, so there will be the English translation, but hopefully what we're doing on stage will kind of spell out the story. I think a lot of the cast are known for their acting abilities, and Matthew Forbes, the movement director, said these are triple threats, which is a music theatre term for meaning you're really good at acting as well as singing and moving on stage. So it's not just about being able to understand Italian. I think you will get the story just by watching what's happening on stage and reading the subtitles if you do want to know specifically the words that are being said. Yeah.
I've been to, I think, a couple of operas in my lifetime. And, if you make the effort, you can follow it. Now, there was no subtitles, unfortunately. But, once I knew the outline concept, I had an idea most of the way through as to what was happening. So there's various ways that you can convey, how you're feeling or what's happening or what's about to happen.
Yeah, when you see someone going through a heartbreak, you kind of don't need to know exactly the language that they're saying. You get the feeling of the heartbreak. Yeah. But yeah, luckily we do have colloquial subtitles, so you'll get it. I am a big believer in doing opera in translation of the tongue of the audience, though. I've done quite a lot of opera in English because it's just my preference to understand immediately what's being said rather than having to go through the medium of sub or surtitles or whatever. But I think whenever you do that, you lose some of the beauty of the music. So it's really nice that we've kept it in the Italian, actually, because you get to feel the flow of the music better.
Yeah. Most people, I suppose, would associate Italian with opera or opera with the Italian language and almost expect that it's going to be in Italian. But you're saying that maybe more and more is in English.
Oh, gosh, yeah. I mean, I think the last time I was in Letterkenny was about a decade ago, and we were doing Carmen with Northwest Opera, and we did it in an English translation. Right. So, Yeah, there are these translations being done, particularly by English National Opera in London, and then you've got your contemporary opera being written. And I've done quite a lot of contemporary opera, and most of it has been in English. The likes of Connor Mitchell, Andrew Sinnott. Current opera being written does tend to be in English that I've been doing. Yeah.
And I'm detecting a hint of a northern accent there. So where's it from?
Home is Carrickfergus, County Antrim.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. But you travel all over. It's not just around Ireland, but abroad.
Indeed, I live out of a suitcase. Yes. There's quite a lot of traveling involved with this career. And it's definitely one of the things that isn't really spoken about much, because it's such a privilege to have this career. It really, really is, being able to go on stage, connect with people, tell stories, sing, live this beautiful music, this beautiful drama. But we do have to travel a lot. So we're touring all around Ireland. And then we moved to London for a while. We're in the Royal Opera House Limbury Theatre. And then we're going to Switzerland, which is awesome because I've never been. I've had to buy an adapter plug.
Lovely. Great part of the world.
And then a lot later, we're going to do it in Sicily as well.
Oh.
That hasn't been publicly announced yet, but TBC, Sicily.
Okay. How's it going to feel doing it in Italy?
Yeah, I've done a couple of concerts in Italy before, and it's terrifying singing in Italian for Italians. Yeah. Opera kind of originated in Florence, and so the Italians really have this deep-rooted connection to it, and they very much like it done their way. So it really raises the stakes,
I can imagine.
But it's wonderful. It's so good getting to go international. Yeah.
So where's Letterkenny on the list? I mean, this is a big production because you've got the Irish Baroque Orchestra and the Olivier Award-winning conductor Peter Whelan on board. So as you mentioned, all those dates. Where's Letterkenny?
Where does Letterkenny fit? So we open in Tralee this Saturday. So we've got Tralee, Cork, Waterford, Limerick, Letterkenny, Navan, Dunleer, Maynooth. So we've got all those. So I think Letterkenny's kind of towards the beginning, a few weeks in, kind of thing.
Okay, well, you'll be up to speed most definitely by the time you reach us. And the preparation, all the rehearsal and all the practice has, for the most part, done at this stage.
Yes, so we have done 4 weeks in Dublin putting it together. So that means we have done the music together, we've done the staging, we know we've run the show already, we are done. So now this is called production week. So this is where we join the theatre that we're going to do our first show in, and we're actually on a stage of a theatre. So production week is where we start to see the lighting, the actual lighting that's going to be touring with us. By Jake Wiltshire. He's designed gorgeous lighting. You should see the effects. It's really nice. And we get to do it in full costume. So we've been rehearsing in little bits of costume. Molly's done this great design, and actually, for anyone watching on Zoom, my dungarees are a bit of a giveaway. I've got sunflower dungarees on. We're going to see them in the set. Okay. Yeah, so this week we get the costume and the set, and everything clicks together this week.
Okay, brilliant. Well, listen, the best luck with it, and I have no doubt that it will come together as all the INO productions do. And we look forward to seeing you in Letterkenny and in Greenan Theatre. It is at the end of the month, Tuesday the 30th. Ticket details at ingreenan.com. Sarah, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. All the best. Bye.
Get with the best. Virgin Media, Ireland's best broadband with full fibre and speeds of 2 gig, is now available in Donegal. Check your area on virginmedia.ie. It's playtime. Virgin Media, sponsors of Around the Northwest.
Tom Duffy Circus, Ireland's favourite circus, is coming back to Letterkenny to a new location at the Kiltoy Roundabout for the bank holiday weekend. See the Globe of Death, Wheel of Steel, The Amazing Laserman and Macon, our new clown, all in one breathtaking performance. Kiltoy Roundabout from Wednesday 1st until Sunday 6th of May. Special offer. Book this week before Sunday 21st of April and get a free child ticket with adult ticket purchase. Click on duffycircus.com and use